Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Joey here, and today we're doing another fresh recap. It's March 15th here, Monday, start to a brand new week, and hopefully you are green today. I definitely hope you are. We're going to go over today's recap as far as my trades, show you where I'm at with my progress on the week, the month. So we'll review some of those things and talk about what I traded. So let's dive right into it. Actually, before I do that, I'm getting a lot of great questions in regards to trading, and I know some of you are beginners out there, and even if you're not though, still great question of where do you find stocks to trade, and I've covered that in a previous video, so I'll keep it short here, but I use Webull to pull up the top gainers section of the stock market here, and it's really nice because they filter it, and you can check here. I'll see if I can show you guys a screenshot. It's not going to be that great, but anyways, I use their phone platform, their phone app, and they also have a desktop platform, which is great as well. So anyways, I use that to find the top gainers in the market, and I typically trade those gainers. So anyways, today is like the perfect example because today I traded what was it? Actually, let's see. Yeah, right here. It's up on the chart. SGLB, and I think I traded that exclusively today. So, well, real quickly, let's look through. Yeah, okay, so it's SGLB. So, anyways, what I wanted to mention is that I have a referral link. If you guys are interested in checking out Webull, they have a really great deal where you can sign up with them and they'll give you a free stock. And if you deposit $100, they'll give you even more of a value on your free stock. So it's pretty cool. That's how I signed up through another friend. But anyways, let's talk about SGLB and talk about my progress here. So today was really great. It was just a good, steady lineup. I'm really happy with this kind of a day. And never went red, so that's great. But I started with first trade out of the gates was 165, and I gently just worked myself all the way up to 1107, so $1,000 on the day today, which is good. Now, you might see my numbers here. I wanted to point something out. You might see my numbers and go, damn, $1,000 a day. Like, you know, for a lot of beginners out there, that might be like, damn, that's incredible. And I used to think that as well. But the reality of that is I look at that number ending the day with $1,000. The real truth of it is that, you know, the question is how much of that can you actually keep? Because once you keep trading throughout the given days, the weeks, the months, for day traders, for the small cap traders out there that are trading these stocks that I trade, they're volatile. And chances are, guess what? There's going to be some days where you lose big money. And I've had enough experience to know that while it's great to be up $1,000 today, that's not going to be consistent every single day. I've been pretty consistent like within the last week for sure, which is great. But I've had huge red days in the past trading these stocks, and that's part of the realm. That's part of the game here, and it's part of the process. You're going to lose big money. So I look at $1,000 that I earned today, is realized money, and I go, you know what? Well, in the future, I got to counteract for that, and I got to balance that out. So, $1,000 isn't realistic, like consistently every day. I look at that number and go, okay, maybe I'm going to keep half of that, maybe not even half of that. So I look at that and I go, you know, I'm only going to keep what, realistically, maybe $250 of that, maybe 500 if I'm lucky. So that's the reality of it. You know, a big number like $1,000 today, that's not the real truth. You're only as good as your last trade, and that's just how it goes. So that's why it's important to log your stuff. Anyways, let's dive into the trades here. SGLB. I had quite a few trades on this thing, and overall, it was just a good stock to trade for me. I enjoyed it. I wasn't I didn't get faked out too often. I read this pretty well is what I'm trying to get to. So today, right out of the gates, it gapped up and went right into a halt. So I didn't trade it. Actually, I don't know if I got a trade in on this pump up. I think it was right after the halt. Yeah. And I hopped in for a trade here, and I was looking for a dip. So I bought it on a nice quick little dip and then just sold on the next rush up. And so that was kind of my, throughout the day, that's what I did, is a lot of scalp trades on this. I'd wait for, I'd let it roll up, kind of hit a peak, and then take a stab at buying a dip on it. And then for the next push up, I would just sell. So I did a lot of that today. And I made my last trade actually right in here today. So this is great because it looks like it's, fading now and faked a few people out probably in this area. But yeah, I did, scalp traded all throughout these areas and played it safe, made my risk low, and yeah, right in here, I was kind of waiting for the next pop, and so I was able to hop into this. I think I had 2 scalp trades on it. And once again, you see this huge candle here, like I'm really not good enough to know when that is exactly going to happen. So what I do on this is I wait for that confirmations. When I see that next candle curl up, I wait for it to really rip, and as I see it rip and confirm that that is the move, then I'm waiting for some quick little flash down and trying to buy in at a slightly lower point off this peak. And that's typically how I trade for the most part. That's how I've been trading lately. In the past, I used to kind of hop in anywhere just thinking that it's going to continue. And sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. So I like waiting for this confirmation when things like to curl up, and then just waiting for the smallest little flip down in order to get a good price and ride the next leg up and sell. That's kind of my strategy I've been using for a while, and it seems to be working pretty well. So I'm going to be sticking to that unless the market really changes on us. So anyways, this thing did, it gave a lot of areas of resistance, which were good to note out. So like in this area here, we had a nice trend up, but we got to this point in here in the 850s area where it just, it hit resistance. I mean, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and then it faded. And here you have another 5th time and then a 6th time. So this whole area really gave, I think, chances to really buy these nasty drops, to try to buy in and wait for the next curl up. Although I was thinking that, at this point, this might be the peak in this stock for the day. It might fade. And so I was just very conscious of these levels right here. That's very important to note. And, sometimes they do come up here and then they break and then rush up. But I was very hesitant in these areas, which was good. I wasn't buying these highs, hoping for the next rush up. I just sat on my hands, waited for a good drop, and if I wanted to do a little scalp, that's fine. But sometimes these are really hard to anticipate. And it showed that it had a lot of resistance in here and just faded. And then we eventually had a nice trend up that broke that, which was great. So you could have had an opportunity to get in on this rush, but anyways, that's kind of the breakdown for today on SGLB. I hope you guys made some good money on it. It helped me make 1K today, which is good. And I'm probably gonna leave it there. The market, we've got an hour until the market closes today, but I think this thing is pretty much done. Everything else I looked at today, there was CHEK, which had a nice run up in pre-market, but it just faded all day, so I didn't trade it. That's pretty much it. Let me show you the calendar before I head out here. Okay, I wanted to make another point in my trading journey since I started this vlog on YouTube. This is my chart here, my progress. That's why I say $1,000 a day is really not consistent. You know, I might make more than that, but there's going to be days where, you know, I'm going to have a huge red day and it's going to eat into a lot of my profits. So we've got to be conscious of that. So look at this trend, you know, going sideways for the longest time, then worked up a little bit, down, and then I went negative. Went negative 4,000 at one point, and then I was able to dig myself out of that hole and have an awesome trend, just skyrocketing. I got up to 22K. That was my high point at one point. And look at this. In one given trading day, I went from up 22,000 to down negative 2,200. Okay. So in one trading day, wiping out all my profits. That was an absolutely disgusting day. Go back and look at that day. It was my biggest loss ever. And from that, man, I had a long time to rebuild and get focused and try to get out of the ditch that I just created. And I was able to do it. And so we'll see where this goes, but I'm up 7K right now from this journey. And let's look at the calendar. Look at March here. March has been good. I'm up 12K right now, up 2,000 on the first week, up 9,000 on the second. And right now I'm up 1,000 on the third week, so that's great. Look at February. February was down 12K. That's where I hit my nasty red day. Negative $24,000 on Wednesday, February the 10th. That was a nasty day. Those are scary, scary days. You've got to keep those in check. And anyways, January was 11K. So just from nasty February, I wiped out all my profits from January. And basically March, it's like I'm starting the whole year over, basically, which is disgusting to think of that. It's, you know, all the work I put in, but that's the truth, and that's where I sit. So anyways, up 12K for March, and hopefully I can really continue this good run here. So that's it. Last of the calendar there, and anyways, yeah, so I want to hear from you guys. If you were green today, let me know. If you were red, let me know by how much. Interested to hear from you guys. And also make sure to check out that Webull link. Like I said, you can get a free stock, and it's great for a lot of you beginners out there just to use that, whether it's the desktop platform or the phone, to really see the top gainers in the market. If you want to go into small cap trading like I do, that's generally what I trade. It's like the top 3 stocks on that list. So great tool. And that's it. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good Monday.